Okay, we got 9 minutes. Doing brakes in the car. We got this side done. I just gotta go get a cotter pin, even though I could probably reuse the one. I don't know where it was, over here. Lost it. Alright, so I can't reuse it now. Anyway, got our new rotors on. Got our AC Doco ceramic pads, and I noticed the one for the passenger side. I don't like that, but I'm gonna have to run it. Still solid. You get a bite right there and a bite right there, but that should wear off pretty quick. So I'm not too concerned about that. Here are old pads, pretty much like new, maybe 10% worn. Form of friction. You got some funky looking glaze going to them. Check that out. I guess why it stopped so crappy. It's our old rotor. See? Pretty thin. It's about at minimum spec. I'm going to keep it around, so I'm going to take these rings off later and pop the races out. And that's our rotor finish. Not too bad. It's an original. Inside of our wheel. Oh yeah. Getting started on this side. I did somehow, maybe it was already starting to round out. One of my caliper bolts on that side looks like it's almost like a Torx now, which isn't a good thing. So I have to get another one of those. Sucks. Costs money. I got this one off. This side's even more thinner. Oh yeah. And what was I gonna show you? Oh yeah. People always bitch about these little brake pads. You have the little tabs you gotta clench right here. Well, look at this thing. That thing is not budging. I had to hammer it off like the other side. So when you get them this right, they're gonna stay on. So look at that, amazing. I really have to go re-clench the other side, but I'll wait until I get a new bolt and I take it apart again. And wheel bearing spins nice. So I put RTV around here is leaking. I was too cheap to buy a new cap, and I'll do that again. So let me get this thing apart. I gotta take this shit apart, and we got a wheel. Wow! So, oh yeah, another thing. I don't know if you can see this. It's dark. The bump stop fell apart, so I'll be putting another one on. And my AC compressor is still leaking somewhere up underneath there. Left drop somewhere over here again. Great. So let me get this apart. Bigger hammer. That thing's on there. Look at that. It was on there. No, it's not. Wheel bearing dust cap, anyone? Grease. Don't use too much grease. I think last time I used a little too much. Oh. Grease. Swat fadina. If anyone has problems getting these cotter keys out, basically just use a pair of snips and keep on prying it every which way and it'll come out. But use a big pair, not like these, but it's better than hammering it like you see some people doing. Use those, best tool. Alright, we got the clip out of the way. Let's go get the nut off. Okay, grease on my lanyard. Whee! Keep a little towel next to you too for your parts so they stay clean. This side always gives me shit. I don't know why. It's probably stripped out or something. Whatever. Think I care? No. We got a little keyed washer out. I broke my glove and inspect it. Looks pretty good. Sometimes they get bad grooves. Now after I get a new glove, I'm gonna take this rotor off. Look. Drive down the road like that, like some people do. Pop. Good shape, new bearing. Had this apart probably in about 2008. It's actually 2008. Look at that. My t-shirt says the same thing. Ha ha ha. And yeah, let me get this thing out. Need a glove. See your wheel bearing and seal? There's a trick for that. Let's get that out without prying, not using a seal puller. Show you in a second. Okay, put your castellated nut, couple threads right there in the spindle. Put your rotor on right over it, so it's hitting the lip. and make the wagons home. And just pull it. Pull it off. Okay, I turned off my radio. Anyway, that's how you get that seal out. You just pull the whole rotor with both of your hands. You pull it out. Get the seal, get the 2 bearings, and what you can do too, put your bearings on a piece of paper towel, and if it's a dusty day and you're working outside, stick them in a little greasy plastic bag. You can do that too. That's what I used to pack them out too. I throw them in there with some grease. Show you that. And yeah, off to put the rotor. Old rotor and new rotor. Old rotor, dark, shiny. Alright, this is an old trick my old shop teacher taught me way back when, probably like 10, 15 years ago, back in high school. You put a bearing in a little plastic baggie, put some grease in it. Helps to use 2 baggies so you don't get nasty like this, but I'm cheap ass today. So yeah, you put some grease in there. You keep on working it in until your bearing is repacked, even though it already is packed, you know. Just that it needs more grease. Grease is good. New grease on new rotor instead of old grease on new rotor. Anyway, that's how you do it. Just like that. Keep working it. Helps you use 2 hands, not 1.